Hi, good morning to all. This is Srikanth Reddy, lecturer in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, working at Government Polytechnic, Jogpet. Today, we discuss the subject name is Microwave Communication and Television. Subject code EC405. In this subject, we discuss the topics today. Draw and explain the functional block diagram of communication satellites and transponders. Objectives: on completion of this lecture, you would be able to understand block diagram of communication satellite, functions of transponders in satellites, and types of transponders. Functional block diagram of communication satellite. Here the communication satellite is launched on a orbit which rotates the any large body or earth. So in the satellite is launched to any one of the orbiter which rotates or revolves around the earth or other planets. The satellite communication mainly we do receiving the signals from the earth station and which is amplifying or processing or down converted, and these signals are reflect back to the earth station. In this way, satellites or satellite communication is used. Here, the satellite mainly consists power subsystem, communication subsystem, TTC subsystem, telemetry tracking control subsystem, attitude control subsystem, propulsion subsystem, antenna subsystem. These are main blocks in the communication satellites. Here the diagram shows the different blocks in communication satellite. Solar panels and power subsystem is one part. Communication subsystem, receivers, frequency translators or transmitter is one part. TTC, telemetry tracking and control subsystem is one part. Attitude control subsystem, right side of the diagram shows, and propulsion subsystem, right side end of the right side end of the diagram shows, and antenna subsystem. So it is the left side of the diagram. So these are the blocks which contains the subsystem communication satellites. Here power subsystem. All communication satellites obtain their electrical power from solar cells placed on a satellite surface. They charge the batteries that operate the satellite during the eclipse periods. It distributes the DC power to all subsystems. Both DC to DC converters and DC to AC inverters are used to supply special voltage to subsystems. Here, power subsystem. In all communication systems, the communication system run by the power supply. So here, the electrical power is used for running the satellite system. Here, the top of the satellites, some solar cells or solar panels are established in the top of the satellite surface. They charge the batteries that operate the satellite during the eclipse period. That means when the daytime the solar panels are gain the energy from the sun. At the same situation, the solar panels take the energy from the sun and which converts the solar energy into electrical energy, and these energies run to the total subsystem. And at the same time, the solar panels backside we have batteries. These batteries are charged at the daytime. In the night, at the night time, the when solar panels are activated by the batteries. So at this time there is no sun. That's why the batteries are run. The battery energies are run to the solar satellite subsystem. In this way, daytime the directly solar sun energy radiated is received by the solar panels and batteries are charged. At the night time, the charging batteries are used to help the solar subsystem is running. So all equipments in the solar systems run by the power supply of solar panels. So here are batteries. So here the subsystem, the satellite system consists of some of the motors or some of the device are work with DC power and some other work is AC power. By using DC to DC converters, where solar panels exist, DC power. So some of the equipments are run from DC to DC power, and some of the devices are run by the DC to AC inverter by AC devices. So these are all run by the solar panels of power supply. So power supply mainly consists solar panels, chargers and batteries, regulator protection and conditioning is DC to DC, and regulate the voltage which equipment needs how much power, and DC to DC converters are DC to AC inverters. Some of the equipments are used to DC power and some of the equipments are used AC power. So that purpose we used converters. This is a power supply subsystem work. In this way the power subsystem work. Communication subsystem. It is the heart of the communication satellite. It consists of transponders. These receive the uplink signals, amplifying frequency translate and amplify them again for transmission as downlink signals. It consists of an antenna subsystem for both reception and transmission. Here, communication subsystem is the main heart of the total communication satellite. It consists of transponders. These transponders means transponder is means transmitter and receiver section to combine is called as transponder. So which contains transmitter section as well as receiver section. When the receiver section is receive the signals from the earth station, and these signals are coming from the earth station to satellite, so these signals are called uplink signals. So the uplink signals are received by the receiver section, and the signals are amplifying and frequency translated and then again converted into down signals. Down converters are downlink system by transmitting antenna to earth station. So in this way the transponder is working in communication subsystem. So transponder is mainly used to receiving the signals from the earth station, it is called uplink frequency, and these signals are amplifying or frequency translate and down converted into transmitter amplifier transmitter section, and this transmitter sequence is down converted into a downlink frequency to satellite to the earth station. So in this way the transponder working. So it is total the communication subsystem. By using the antenna subsystem, the communication subsystem is working. TTC subsystem. TTC means telemetry tracking and control subsystem. It monitors the onboard conditions such as temperature and battery voltage and transmit this data back to the ground station for analyzing. So the TTC, telemetry tracking control system, is used to monitor the onboard conditions such as temperature or battery voltage or transmit the data. Total information or sensors in total information is monitoring by the TTC subsystem by the sensors. So the TTC subsystem is analyzing the data, how to translate the ground station for analyzing or how to receiving the data analyzing. So the total analyzing purpose are onboard conditions like temperatures or battery voltage, how to run the satellites. So this total information is controlled by the TTC subsystem by using sensors. Altitude control subsystem. It provides stabilization of the satellites in the orbit and sense changes in orientation. If any changes in the position of the antenna, it will correct them. It fights the jet thrusters to perform altitude adjustment. The altitude control subsystem is used for stabilization of satellites. If the satellites revolves in a orbit, if any changes in the orbital orientation or any changes in the direction of the communication satellite, then the changes or positions of the antenna will be adjusted and correct them by the altitude control system by using jet thrusters. These jet thrusters to perform the attitude adjustment to satellite to revolve around the orbit correctly. So if any changes occurs in the revolution of satellite, at this time the jet thrusters are starting and change their direction to which direction it will be resolves. So in this way the attitude control is used to adjust the satellite rotation in correct way. So the altitude control system is used to satellite rotation or satellite direction in a orbital. Propulsion subsystem. It is usually apogee kick motor used to put the satellite into final orbit. It is operated by the onboard computers in response to the command control subsystem. The propulsion subsystem used to launch the satellite in a orbital. So this is controlled by the operated by the onboard computers of Earth station, and this command control system is used to respond by the propulsion subsystem. So the whenever satellite rotates in the satellite orbitals, the usually apogee distance. So apogee motor is used to put the satellite in a particular position or final orbital to launch. So by using apogee kick motors, the satellite is launched by the orbital. So and is also be monitored or operated on the onboard computers of Earth station. In this way, this propulsion subsystem is running. Antenna subsystem. All the satellites have one or more antennas used for receiving the signals from the ground station and transmitting the information back to Earth. So the antenna subsystem. So the satellites mainly contains antenna subsystem which is used to receive the signals from the Earth station and transmit the signals to Earth station. The total communication satellite system is depends upon the antenna subsystem, to which communicate to the Earth station easily. All satellites have one or more antennas. So the satellite system contains one or more antenna subsystems. The antenna subsystem contains the receiving antennas and transmitting antennas. The receiving antennas are receiving the signals from the Earth station or ground station, and these signals are given to transponders, and transponders are amplifying or processing it. Again, these signals are given to transmitting antenna. So this transmitting antenna is transmitting the signal to the back to the Earth station. So the antenna subsystem is usually receiving the signals and transmitting the signals purpose to communicate with Earth to satellite. So it is the black diagram explanation of communication satellite. So they mainly consist of power supply subsystem, so which have power energy to the given to the satellite, and also total energy power supply to the satellite by using solar planets. Communication subsystem which mainly consist of transponders. So transponders means transmitter and receiver sections. So receiving the signals from the receiver antenna, and these signals are amplifying or processing and given to transmitter, and transmitter signals is given again transmitted to the Earth station. So it is the main part of communication system is heart of the satellites. Next, antenna subsystem which consists two or more antennas for sets to receive the signals from the Earth station or ground station to the satellite and amplifying, and these signals are again transmitted by the transmitting antenna. So these antennas are two or more sets are used in communication satellites. And telemetry tracking and control system. These telemetry tracking control system are used to monitoring the total system of satellites. So the onboard conditions like temperature, batteries working, total system working is monitored by the telemetry tracking control system. Attitude control subsystem. The attitude control subsystem is used to the satellite how to rotate or how to revolve in a orbital. So if any changes occurs in the revolution or um, their changes are adjusted by using attitude control subsystem and propulsion subsystem. This propulsion subsystem is used to launching the satellite in a orbit. If any changes are adjustment of launching system by using apogee kick motors or jet thrusters. So these are used to communicate with onboard conditions of Earth station. So it is the communication satellite black diagram explanation of each black. What is transponder and silent functions of transponder satellites? Here, transponder means transmitter and receiver. Transceiver is called as transponder. A combination of transmitter and receiver system is called as transponder. So, simply transponder means transmitter and receiver section or transmitter and receiver system is called as transponder. List the functions of transponders in satellites. A transponder is the part of satellite that receive the signals from transmitter by earth station, amplify the received signals, and down converted the amplified signal to downlink frequency and retransmit the downlink frequency in the direction of earth station. So here the transponder purpose is it is main part of the satellite. The transponder purpose is to transmitting as well as receive section can be performed by the fun circuit. Here first the receiver section in transponder is receiving the signal from the earth station. So the received signal from the earth station is called uplink signals. These uplink signals are received by the receiver antenna. The receiver antenna is given to the receiver section. The receiver signal receive the signals of uplink frequency and these signals are amplifying or processing or channel allocation and this total process is done and this after the amplification of the received signals processing of the received signals, these signals are down converted by the amplified signals and these down converted signals are given to transmitter section. So this transmitter section is transmit the downlink frequency signals into earth station. So this transmission retransmit the signals from satellite to earth station. So that frequency or that frequency is called downlink frequency. So in satellite communication system, mainly we use satellite communication system is for communication purpose. So the transmitter is the main role of the communication system. So it receives the signals from earth station and amplifying or processing it and down converted into and retransmit into earth station. So this way the transponder is working functions. Types of transponders. Here, three types of transponders are there: single conversion transponder, double conversion transponder, regenerative transponder. So, transponders are three types: single conversion, double conversion, regenerative. So, basic black diagram of satellite transponder are single conversion transponder. Here, The diagram shows the transponder contains or consists receiving antenna, low noise amplifier, mixer, local oscillator, power amplifier, transmitting antenna. So transponder contains receiver section, transmitter section. So receiver section contains receiver antenna and receiver, that is low noise amplifier, and these signals are down converted, so mixer and local oscillator, and again transmitted to the earth station. So given the power amplifier to transmitting antenna. So the satellite transponder consists of receiver antenna, low noise amplifier, mixer, local oscillator, power amplifier, transmitting antenna. These are the satellite transponders. Here the diagram shows the transponder. Here earth station consists of two stations. From one is transmit station to transmit the signals from earth to satellite is called uplink signals. For C band it is 6 GHz. For Ku band 14 GHz signals are used. The transponder is used to receiving the signals from the transmitter section, and this transponder is amplifying and retransmit to the satellite to receiver station. So these signals are called downlink signals. This is when C band used 4 GHz for communication. For Ku band 12 GHz are used for downlink signals, and receiving end station is receive the signals from satellite to earth station. So the single conversion transponder consists receiving antenna, transmitting antenna, receiver section, amplifier section. So single conversion transponder consists of receiving antenna, LAN, low noise amplifier, mixer, local oscillator, amplifier, band pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, transmitting antenna. Here receiving antenna, the uplink signals 6 GHz in C band is picked up by the receiving antenna. Receiving antenna receive the signals from earth station, and the low noise amplifier, the receiver signals are coming from earth station to satellite, so it's coming from free space, so the signals are attenuated or noise occurrence. The uplink signals from receiving antenna is amplified by the low noise amplifier and eliminating the noise. It is usually gallium arsenide FET circuit is used. Mixer and local oscillator, these are used to translate the uplink signals 6 GHz into 4 GHz down conversion. So mixer and local oscillator is used to down converting the uplink frequency into downlink frequency. Amplifiers and band pass filters. This mixer output is then amplified again and fed to band pass filter. The purpose of band pass filter is to allow only 4 GHz frequency range signals and channelizing the output and eliminating the harmonics. So in down conversion 6 GHz to 4 GHz, any harmonics unwanted signals are cutting by the band pass filters. High power amplifier. The downlink signal 4 GHz can be amplified by using high power amplifier. It is used to tallying wave tubes. The 4 GHz frequency is amplified by increasing the amplifier, by increasing the strength of the signals by the high power amplifier. And basically traveling wave tube circuit, traveling wave tube amplifier is used for high power amplifier. Band pass filter. Here high power amplifier output is further filtered by using band pass filter to eliminate any harmonics or unwanted signals. transmitting antenna. The down signals are 4 GHz retransmitted towards the receiving earth station. In this way, the single conversion transponder is working. Double conversion transponder. Here, double conversion transponder is same as single conversion transponder, but except one mixer and local oscillator is added to the transmitter section and receiver section. So in previous single conversion transponder, only one mixer and local oscillator is there. Here, two mixer and local oscillators are arranged. So the all other circuits are similar. So double conversion transponder consists receiving antenna, low noise amplifier, mixer and local oscillator, that is one section of mixer section. The mixer output is intermediate frequency, so IF signal given by IF amplifier. Then mixer and local oscillator. Here the local oscillator is touches to the mixer. Then after given to band pass filter, high power amplifier, band pass filter, transmitting antenna. Here the signals are double conversion by using two mixer stations. So that's why it is called as double conversion transmitter. So here the receiving antenna is receiving the signals from the earth station of signal range 6 GHz. These signals are received by the receiving antenna, which is given to low noise amplifier LNA. Low noise amplifier. This low noise amplifier is eliminating the noise and which is amplifying the received signals, and the signals is given to mixer stage 1. The mixer and local oscillator is used to down convert the 6 GHz into 5 GHz or 4 GHz megahertz range. So the high frequency signals are converted into low frequency signals, so that is called intermediate signals. Though high mixer output is intermediate frequency, it is approximately 70 megahertz. So these 70 megahertz signals are given to this IF signal is given to the IF amplifier. IF amplifier is increasing the strength of mixer IF signals, and the IF signals is given to the mixer stage 2. Here first mixer stage is used to down converter and second mixer stage is used for up converter. So again these 70 megahertz signals are up converted into 4 GHz by using mixer and local oscillator. Local oscillators are used for generating high frequency signals. Here mixer 2 output is 4 GHz range. These signals are contain some harmonics, some unwanted signals by eliminating by the band pass filters. So the band pass filter output is given to the high power amplifier. Here traveling wave tube amplifier is used to increasing their strength or amplifies the signal strength by using high power amplifier. Then again given to band pass filter, which is limiting the noise or unwanted signals, and this band filter signals is given to transmitting antenna. The transmitting antenna radiated into free space through earth station. So in this way double conversion transponder is used. Only one extra mixer pot is adding for double conversion. Advantage of double conversion transponder. The advantage of this transponder is greater flexibility in filtering. So flexibility is more in filtering, and amplification is easy way and good selectivity. That means selecting the required signals. So selectivity is more. So these are the advantages of double conversion transponders. Yeah. Third type of transponder is a regenerative transponder. Here regenerative transponder is consist modulator and demodulator. In single conversion and double conversion transmitter, here the signals are not converted to the message signals or baseband signals. These single conversion and double conversion, just the received signals are down converted and retransmitted. But in regenerative transponder, the received signals are converted into message signals. Again, the message signals are modulated and converted into high power signals by using modulator and demodulator circuits. So, regenerative transponder consists of receiver antenna, low noise amplifier LNA, mixer, local oscillator, demodulator for baseband signal or message signal, modulator, high power amplifier, band pass filter, and transmitter section. So here modulator and demodulator sections is used for received signal is converted into message signals, and the message signal is converted into high frequency modulator signals that it transmitted to earth station. Here first receiving antenna is receiving the signals from the earth station. So the receiving of the signals in the earth station of 6 GHz ranges, and these signals are modulated signals. These signals are modulated signals. These modulated signals are received by the receive antenna by the uplink frequency. These signals are given to the low noise amplifier. Here the low noise amplifier is used to eliminating the noise, and the signals coming from the earth station to receiver station signals are strength is decreases by increasing the strength by using power amplifiers. So low noise amplifier is amplifying the received signals, and these signals are given to mixer stage. Here mixer is used to down convert 6 GHz into 4 GHz range or 70 MHz range. So these down converted signals are modulated signals by using mixer. So mixer contain one of the input is low class oscillator, another input is coming from low noise amplifier. This low class oscillator is used to generating very high frequency. This mixer is used for down conversion purpose. So high frequency signals is translate or converted into low noise signals. High frequency signals are converted into low frequency signals. So the mixer output is intermediate signals, and this signals range is 70 MHz. Then the modulation signals are given to demodulator section. Here the demodulator is used to demodulate the received signals and converted into baseband signal or original message signal. Here demodulator output is original message signal which has very low frequency, which contains the information or message. Then the message signal is given to the modulator. So the message signal is given to modulator. The modulator is modulates the message signal by using carrier signal, high frequency carrier signal. So then the message signal is modulated by the high frequency carrier signal. So output of the modulator is very high frequency. So output of the modulator is called modulated signal. This modulated signal is very high frequency because the modulator contains message signal and carrier signal. The carrier signal frequency is gigahertz. Here very high frequency signals are used. So the modulator output is given to high power amplifier. Here the modulator output is modulated signal. These signals is given to high power amplifier by increasing the signal strength. By using traveling wave tube or crystal amplifier, the modulator signals are amplified for the required level for 4 GHz range with high signal strength. This high power amplifier is given to the band pass filter. Here the band pass filter is eliminating the harmonics and unwanted signals, and these high power amplifier signals are eliminated by the band pass filter by some of the harmonics and fluctuations of message signals, modulated signals. These signals are given to the transmitting antenna. Here, the transmitting antenna is radiate the modulated signals into free space towards the earth station. So, in this way, the regenerative transponder is used. So here the regenerative transponder is same as single and double conversion, but extra we used as demodulator and modulator circuit is there. Here in single conversion and double conversion signals there is no demodulator and modulator. Here in single conversion transponder and double conversion transponder there is no converter to the modulated signals into message signal or baseband signal. In regenerative transponder the received signals are converted into message signal or baseband signal and again modulated and transmitted to the earth station. In this way the regenerative transponder is used. Advantages of regenerative transponder: it permits both receiver and transmitter section of transponder to be optimized. So in this regenerative section, receiver and transmitter sections of transponder is optimized. Amplification is easy way to amplification, and the circuits are simpler and less expensive. Here demodulator and modulators are there. Then the circuit is simpler construction, simpler to design, and less expensive. Cost is less compared to single conversion and double conversion, and the overall signal to noise ratio can be improved. So in regenerative transponders the signal to noise ratio is improved. It means signal quality is improved. Noise can be eliminated by regenerative transponder. So these are the advantages, that is amplification easy, simpler to design and less expensive, and overall increasing signal to noise ratio, and the transmitter and receiver sectors is of transponder is optimized output. Desired output is the regenerative transponder consists. So we observe, we see the diagrams of communication satellites. All are the diagrams. Solar power subsystem, communication subsystem, antenna subsystem, telemetry tracking and subsystem, attitude control subsystem, and propulsion subsystem. These are main blocks in communication satellite. Next, transponder means transmitter and receivers which contain single conversion transponder. That means receiver section, transmitter section, low noise amplifier, mixer stage, amplifier, band pass filter. Double conversion. Double conversion is same as single conversion, except double conversion has two mixer stages. Here single conversion is only one mixer stage. Here double conversion is two mixer stages are used. And regenerative transponder. Here regenerative transponder is same as single conversion and double conversion, but single conversion, but here demodulator and modulator used. So whenever received signals are converted into baseband signal, again the baseband signals are modulated. So demodulator and modulator used for increasing signal to noise ratio, and simpler design and less expensive or less cost is for this design. So this is the regenerative transponder or diagram. So summary, in this lesson we learned communication software black diagram and explanation of each black, types of transponder and types of transponders, single conversion, double conversion, and resonator. And thank you to all.